sir, Arrow, cross face on. Yes, sir, settle back.
Settle back, come on.
Yes, sir, Arrow, run it, run it. Yes, sir, Arrow, jump.
Step up and kick.
Jump in. Jump in. Arrow, jump sides.
Come on, Arrow.
Yes, sir. Knee in inside. Yes, sir, Arrow.
There, keep him there.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Who is that? That's me! Let's go! First varsity match you just saw right there. First varsity win too, baby! No, this does not mean I have accomplished my goal of making varsity. I was just our varsity lineup 138 since I was the only 138 on my team that showed up. But I still had a phenomenal time at camp. 4 whole days, 17 matches, only 5 of which I won, unfortunately. But for my first time wrestling varsity, you know, I'm not gonna say that's bad at all. I tell you what, I had, you know, a lot of great matches. I even had good matches that I lost. You know, there were some really high-level dudes there, and I held my own, and I tried real hard, and so I'm not very upset with how I did. This gives me, you know, having been able to scope out next year's competition for varsity, this gives me a lot of hope that I could potentially be our 138 in November if I train a lot. If I keep conditioning myself, if I go to open mats once they come back, if I work on technique at home as best I can, you know, watch videos, just shadow wrestle. But yeah, all in all, you know, I'm really glad I went to that camp. I learned a lot, wrestling so much. I got really good at that cradle there, that crossface cradle. I love it so much. It's like my favorite. But yeah, it was crazy. That dude you heard yelling who was filming, that's my goat, Zach. He was my roommate during camp, and he's one of my best buddies. Me and him went to Walmart and bought a camp stove, and we cooked Spam in our dorm room, which we probably weren't supposed to do. But we had a great time. It was awesome. Only minimal injuries, really. You know, got some bruises, some mat burn, as you might be able to see. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I can't see. Oh, I gotta quit pointing this thing at my face. It blinds me out here in the dark. But why did I get on the trail? Hold on, sorry. But yeah, super epic. Let's see. What was I saying? Injuries. Yeah, I got some bruises, some mat burn, and then some tennis elbow. But let me tell you a cool story about the tennis elbow, okay? Hold on, I'm gonna pause the video for a sec. Hey, I'm back. As I was saying, the tennis elbow. It's pretty cool. Listen, my very last match back on Thursday, last match of the camp, I was like, you know, I was getting hyped up, getting warmed up, all that, and I walk up to the table. I'm like, you know, I'm thinking I want to finish off this camp with a win, and then I see my opponent, and he's got an All-Star singlet on, which means he didn't lose other than maybe like 2 times, but maybe 0 times throughout the whole camp. And pretty much buffest dude I've ever seen. Black dude, lean to the bone, huge shoulders, huge arms. Scariest guy I've ever seen. I was like, please be somebody else's match. But he was my match. But instead of getting too scared, I just focused. I locked in. I got in that right headspace, and I worked really hard. I scored 1 escape point. That was the only point I got throughout the match, but I made it all 3 rounds with him. I thought I was gonna get pinned instantly, but then after the match, I looked over at him after noticing my elbow hurt real bad, and I saw he had ice on his elbow. I gave him one to match it, which made me really happy. We swapped elbow injuries. Anyways, I mean, so that's what I was talking about losses that I still consider good matches. Matches like that, you know, those are always fun. But someday they become wins if I work hard enough. So, yeah, it was pretty awesome. It was pretty great. Let's see. Yeah, I loved it. I did something that I've never really done before, called wrestling strategically. All my wins, I almost always just pin the guy because I'm pretty new. But I had one match where I thought I was done for the day. I had taken my shoes off. I had just gotten absolutely destroyed by a dude. And then coach told me I had an extra match, an exhibition with their secondary 138, the one that wasn't their varsity lineup. And so I put my shoes back on and I went out there, and at the beginning of the match, he scored himself a takedown and a couple of back points. But I just focused, you know. Then I hit a reversal on him, and then he got a bloody nose, and so they had to pause. And the coach walked up while I was waiting for him to clean up his bloody nose, and he was like, "You're doing great, Arrow. You need a few more points, and you'll be ahead." And so went back to it, and I got those points in that period that I needed to get ahead. And then in the next period, I got choice and chose bottom like a strategist. Just kidding, the coaches told me to. But wrote it out on bottom for the rest of the third period, and I got the match in the bag. And then all the cute girls on his team told me I was funny, because in the match before that, now I gotta explain this part, because in the match before that, with their good 138, he had me on my back facing his team, and they were all like, "You're gonna lose," and I was like, "I love you guys." And I was like, "I love you guys, but I'm not getting pinned." And then I got pinned. But I beat their other guy, and then all the girls on that team told me I was funny, which was a win. Unless they meant it in a bad, but they did. It was great. So, yeah, all in all, awesome camp. It's called Rocky Mountain Western University Camp. Check it out if you're a high school wrestler. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, dude, that's about it. Shout out Rivers Eats Carrots. Go check out Rivers Eats Carrots. Go check out Clown of God. Ooh, a moth. Yeah, and shout out my boy Zach.